Now I know damn well that bad hair gave me more than just 2 things of ketchup. Now, alright. I already done have one problem with having a package at all the ketchup. God forbid y'all give me just 2. When I got a whole 10-piece nugget. Girl. Hello, Governor. It's been a while since I did a drive with me kind of video. So today, I'm going to be giving you this very much needed eat with me in the car video. I have my lovely Mickey D's. And, yeah. So we can get right into it. So, as you guys can see, I'm still alive and kicking, still well, hanging in there day by day. I find that it's important that when I speak about my life, that I'm not always focused so much on the positive things or like the story times or like the past tense things. But I also naturally like to speak about what's in the current, period of time in my life. Prime example was, my mother passing away. But aside from that, I never really spoken about what's been going on with me mentally. And really, to be quite honest, I've been good. That's not to say I don't have my, down days when I'm not really feeling my best or anything like that. However, I'm pretty, it's like, when I'm up, I'm really up. When I'm down, then I am down. But I've came a long way since really literally the end of this past year, the beginning of this year, really mainly the beginning of this year. Like in general, since my mom's passing, I definitely came a long way with my mental, but I started going to therapy the beginning of this year. And I must say, it has been very, very wonderful, because when you don't realize, well, at least I didn't, I didn't realize certain things that were affecting me, my mental. Like, I'd be thinking, oh, it's just fine for now. Like, it's just the moment right now that I'm feeling the type of way. But then, like, saying it out loud to, like, your therapist, I'm talking to third party. Saying it out loud to my therapist, and then hearing that back, hearing myself, and then like hearing it back like as like a question, like, so you're saying blah blah blah, and then going from there, it's like, oh shit, like, is this something that's really been pestering on my soul, on my mind for quite some time now, and I just did not realize until now. Like, me thinking like, oh, it's just in the moment and like I'll get over it in some time. Like, no, this is serious, I'm enjoying my slumber. I get a lot of sleep at times, but the quality was quite poor. But since therapy, I've been sleeping grand. Like, when I tell you, so wonderful. I have no complaints whatsoever. Let me tell you, if you ever consider going to therapy, see a therapist, Go ahead and just do it. Now, I will say, I wish the US didn't make it so hard and difficult, you know, to get some kind of mental care, to get some kind of assistance when it comes to like seeing a therapist. They claim like, okay, all these lives matter, gotta get the S word count down, but at the same time, you're trying to get these numbers down, yet you are not really budging when it comes to having insurance, like health insurance, cover for those things at a great cost, you know? It's like you still gotta pay an arm, a leg, heart, your lung, your head, your eyeballs. Like, you gotta really pay so much just to get good mental care, and it stinks. Like, had I not had the resources that I have to be able to get the services that are provided to me, child, I can tell you one thing, I probably wouldn't be in the state I am right now. Listen, I can tell you, it works wonders. It's like, especially, like, the thing about it is, in the PLC community, especially, it's frowned upon a lot of times to go in and see a therapist. Either you have, oh, you're being so dramatic, or it's, oh, just go ahead and pray. It'll be all right. Prayer does everything. It works wonders. That's not to say it doesn't. You know, you believe what you believe. But at the same time, we also got to take action. Like, you know, I'm not just about to sit back and relax and just be like, oh, on something. Like, just sit there and expect everything to be fine and dandy. Because I'm not doing that. I need to take action, okay? I need to actively find a way to get this all together. Otherwise, it's never gonna happen. Hi, C. Now, I also got these spicy nuggets, but they know daggone well they is not right. Dang. Child. Since when we start going to, like, this freaking old school ketchup packaging? Is it only Chick-fil-A that gives out, like, the proper, like, dipping thing? Because I could have sworn everywhere did this now. Am I wrong for feeling like that? For all of that, I might as well, really, I should have asked for ranch. See, I'm used to them asking, or I'm used to just getting it. I'm not used to, like, I'm like, can I get ranch, you know? Then again, I don't. Anyway, this is ridiculous. I don't even, really, this is weird. I don't even naturally eat nuggets with ketchup, but it's gonna work today because I am not rolling back. You know what? I ain't no lie. I just might. I lost track of where I was at. But long story short, I feel like living in the United States, it's just like one thing for me to one additional thing for me to feel upset about living here, the fact that there is no proper way of, you know, handling the finances when it comes to people's mental health, like, at all. So I got the spicy nuggets, right? Limited time only. But to be honest, I don't know how I feel about him. I don't know. It's giving a lot of spicy, but not a lot of nugget, if that makes sense. Like, I taste more spice than chicken. You know what I mean? Granted, I love spicy. Like, I could do spice all day, every day, however come up. I do like the crunchiness of it all. I don't know if some of y'all are into SMR. Is that what it's like? SMR. Yeah. I don't know if some of y'all are into that, but now I know damn well that bad hair gave me more than just 2 things of ketchup. Now, alright. I already done have one problem with having a package at all, the ketchup. God forbid y'all give me just 2. When I got a whole 10-piece nugget. Girl. So, in other news, I'm single. Yes, I am single. Not quite sure if I'm ready to mingle. That's very questionable. Like, I'm open to. I'm always gonna be like open to the options. At this point, I'm just like, let's just, let's be friends. Let's kiki, let's hang out and then go from there. Like, if it happens, it happens, and if it down, it down. But I don't know. I'm tired of online shit too. Where I got a whole entire Tinder, a whole entire Hinge, but that should be dead. Okay, you hear me? Dead. I'm quick to be like, oh, here's my number, or you want to text, you want to call, like off the rip, like, here, let's get off of here. If you're interested, like, getting to know me any kind of way, let's just get off of here first, because these apps are annoying. They really, really are. I'm so desolate. Like, I guess I miss, like, the good old days, even though I wasn't, like, grown in the good old days. Like, in the time frame that I grew up in, which was the 90s and early 2000s, I wish I was a young adult then. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because there weren't these apps, and technology was still, like, trying to advance. And so the only option that you had was, aside from, like, some websites online, was meeting people in person. Like, you had no freaking choice. And it's like, why is that not a thing anymore? I mean, clearly I know why, but I was dating somebody for a while. It was good. I still very much so enjoy that person's company and speaking with them. We decided, like, we want 2 different things. And it's completely fine. We still have a friendship. And I feel like that's the best thing you can have when you're dating somebody. And that's prime example of, like, why I want to go about things the way I want to do, like, dating here on. It's because it's like, if I just have this, like, go into it online, not even in person, but online, having this, like, all these questions listed out that the app is asking, what you want to do with that this, and da-da-da, which blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay, I could be honest about that, but at the same time, like, I'm always going to speak long term, if that makes sense. And so with these questions, I'm just like, it kind of pushes it out there like I'm, like, rushing and in, like, a hurry to be so quick and caught up and booed up and stuff like that. And it's cute and all. However, I'm not. It's just the fact, like, I just feel like it applies so much pressure to not only like myself, but like to the other individuals that are potentially like, you know, physically attracted to me. Let's just put that out there, because they don't know me yet. They can read all they want on my profile, but they don't know me, I don't know them. So let's start with that. It's physically attractive, right? So it's just like, but at the end of the day, I want to be able to be friends with that person. Like, instead of chatting for a bit, talking, let's be like, we can still do that. But instead of like, oh, so when should we go on a date? Let's be like, okay, when do you want to hang out? Like, genuinely hang out. Not a date, nothing like that. Let's genuinely hang out. And as much as like that could be like a turn off and make some people feel like they're friend zone, it's not. Like, we gotta get in the habit of, just because we have this idea, seeing this pretty face or pretty body or whatever, being like, oh, I can see them long term, I can be with them. And granted, I'm guilty of that, but I can see me being with them long term, It's like, but you barely know them. Like, you barely know me. How do you know this? Like, you don't know. So the best way to get to know is by hanging out with that person, really getting to know them on a friendship type of level, to see if you really are interested in them more than that, more than just the physical, and really are on that same like wavelength outside of just like on the friendship level. And instead of just like rushing straight to the top and be like, oh yeah, that didn't go well, or like, you know, they're quick, like, yeah, they're a quickie, like, you know, they're a good quick one, you know, here and there, whatever, like that. Like, no, like, build something, you know, a substance. That's what this last person I was dating taught me. Like, it helped me think about it like that. Like, even though granted it didn't exactly like start that way in any kind of way, but overall, like, I'm like, oh, okay, you know, because again, like, at least we're friends and we have that. So if you start off, and it may not work for everybody, but for me, it's like, okay, you start off being very close to somebody. If you can start off being friends at least with somebody, then build from that. If it goes on to something else more, then so be it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But granted, if it don't end up working out in general, after y'all go to that level and try things out or whatever, y'all at least have something else to fall back on, you know? Yeah. Like, I'm seriously really upset. There's like this ketchup. Oh, okay. All right. They did give me more ketchup. Okay. As they should. As they should. As they should. Oh yeah, no, I ain't never get that ranch, yeah. I ain't never get that ranch. I was wanting to, I was like, yeah, I don't feel like putting my car in drive again. I'm already parked, I already turned it off, like, I'm just chilling. Let me eat. Forget about that ranch. What do you guys think? Like, are you guys into that? Like, are you interested in being friends with the ex? Like, if things don't work out, especially if you started off being friends from the rip, you know what I mean? Like, granted, things won't be the same anymore, and it's not to say things won't be awkward at first, but see, that's where time and space, you know, happen. Give each other a little break in between for a little bit, and then come back together again and be like, ah, like, you know, catch on that, blah, 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 blah. Well, that wraps it up for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed my TED Talk, or whatever you want to call this, my drive, eat with me, what have you. I guess I'm gonna title this, yeah, y'all gonna see this as TED Talk, Charlie's TED Talk. That's what's gonna be. Drive with me, TED Talk, ride with me, eat with me. I don't know. Y'all see the title, child, y'all see what the title by the end of it. But stay in store for more of my videos. And until next time, peace.